Hey Leah, I'm back. Sorry about that. My camera was full, the memory was full. So, I will do timestamps as well. So that was your oracle reading. I put those cards back for now, and we're gonna move into your tarot. But I still have the watermelon and the drum here. Okay. So make candle a little bit. Alright. So, let's see what July has for you guys. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Tarot. What is Leo's energy for the month of July 2020? And their challenge for July 2020? What is the obstacle? What is the obstacle? And what is the advice? What is the advice? The blessing and the outcome. Clarify the Command of Pentacles. Clarify the Two of Swords. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Clarify the Two of Wands. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Wow, Leo. Holy cannolis. You have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles for the outcome of July. That is crazy. So that's the end. I'm just kidding. Like, do I really need to go through all this? Or is that should be good, right? Alright, Leo. So your current energy, or the energy that you're going to be in for July 2020, you have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, clarified by the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. So, okay, so the Knight of Cups in general, the Knight of Pentacles in general is the slowest knight of the deck. He has, so when he's in the upright, he has a plan. He knows he knows where he's going and stuff like that, but he's in no rush. You know, he's happy taking his time, you know, steady, cautious. He knows he's going to get there, but he's really taking his time and being very earth sign of himself. You know, just checking off crossing all the T's and then dotting the I's and making sure it's all perfect. So in the reverse, I'm feeling like you're really impatient right now. Your patience is shot for July, and I think it has to do with this new love. This big Ace of Cups is like it's a new love of some sort. It can be, you know, a job or something, you know, anything. It could be a new career, a new love interest, a new relationship. You could be expecting a child. Remember with the watermelon tourmaline card that came out? Some of you may be expecting a baby, and I think you're just done waiting. You're like, let's go. Where's my Ace of Cups and Four of Wands? That's the feeling I'm getting for my Leos. You know, but you are going to see a lot of synchronicities though in July. That's going to keep reminding you that you're on the right track. You're on the right track. You know, your Ace of Cups is coming. Just be a little more patient. That's your overall energy for July. The challenge for July is making a choice. Two of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Wands. Yeah. It's funny, you think that, like, because when looking at this, the choice would be clear to drop those wands so he could see, right? Let's see. Yeah, the Two of Swords is a woman. She's at a standstill. She has two swords. She's very defensive. She feels like she's not seeing, because she can't see clearly. She has a blindfold, so she can't really see what's going on. So it's hard for her to make a choice, and she's being very defensive. So for that to be clarified by the Ten of Wands, I think that your challenge is to actually drop your defensiveness, maybe drop your indecision. Again, it's like, remember the card of the multifaceted? Like being okay with the unknown, or making that choice if it is about a person, if it is actually like a love offer of some sort, like making that choice, like, are the things that you dislike okay? You know what I mean? Like making that list of what do you dislike and what do you like. The things that you dislike about the person's multi-layers of themselves, can that be okay for you? I'm feeling like you're going to feel really burdened about whatever that multifaceted thing or person, making that choice will be for you. The advice, you have Queen of Wands in reverse, clarified by the Four of Swords in the upright, and the Hermit in reverse. Okay, so the Queen of Wands in the upright is usually, or means it's a woman. It's you, Leo. That is. She resembles all the fire signs, and the feminine element, right, in the upright, or in reverse too. But when the card is in the upright, she's in tune with her intuition. She makes choices. She follows her gut. She knows she's protected by the divine. That's the black cat there, like my cat Sat. That's what it reminds me of. Anyhow, but yeah. So, and she holds the sunflower, which is abundance and fit and fulfillment. It's the wish fulfillment. Sunflowers from the Sun card, which is a major arcana. She has her Ace of Wands. She's good. She needs nothing more. She has all she needs. She's very creative. And she's very happy. In the reversed, which is how it came out, and it's clarified by the Hermit in reverse, and then the Four of Swords in the upright, which is telling me, which is weird, but maybe to not, I know it sounds so weird, it's telling me to not, maybe not to lean so much on your intuition, Leo. Ooh, it bothers me to even say it, I know. Or maybe you're just feeling like you can't trust your intuition. Why I said maybe not to lean on it so much is because I feel like this situation that's multifaceted is something you're really passionate about. And you got the Ace of Cups here, and the Four of Wands. It's like oh my god, it's everything that you could ever want, right? But there's something about it that's going to make you feel like this. You're going to be in the Two of Swords and the Ten of Wands, so there's something off. So I'm thinking that maybe to go into the Four of Swords, which is, swords is mental headspace. Could also be, so it's mental headspace, right? So it's about relaxing. It's basically this. It's stress reduction. It's this watermelon tourmaline card. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule. You need to rest, recharge, and revive. I almost said receive. See, like I'm really feeling like Spirit actually wants to come through you in your headspace. That's the advice. That is the advice. Is to take your time and not rush. Don't rush. That's what I'm hearing. Don't rush this decision. And you might be feeling rushed. Maybe someone's making you feel rushed. I don't know. The Hermit in reverse. So the Hermit in the upright is about going within, a lot like the Four of Swords. It's shining the light in the darkness. It's shining the light within. As see how he's looking down and shining his light within. And it's also the card of Virgo. You might actually get some advice from a Virgo. I don't know though. That might be for some of you. It's in the reverse though. I'm hearing like doubting yourself. You're doubting. You might doubt the messages that you've gotten from this Four of Swords here, from when you do take the time to reflect. Maybe what you thought you wanted wasn't what you wanted. I don't know, Leo. Because the blessing is the Two of Wands. So you have the Two of Swords in the upright. And that's the challenge. And the blessing is the Two of Wands in reverse. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. But then you're ending with the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. This is a wicked encrypted reading. I'm sorry, I gotta go into the book here. Because I am just like, well, what is happening? Okay. Let me just start with the overall is the King of Swords in the reverse. So that means, what this means here, okay, so this is like the underlying card on the bottom of the deck is kind of, it is connected to all these cards too. That's why I'm reading it first. Okay. Fickle, indecisive, unkind, unfavorable. Okay. We've gotten that already, right? So it says, you've allowed a distasteful event to overshadow your identity. Okay. You have become weak because you let circumstances control you. You lack the strength to carry out responsibility. Your disfavor with others makes you ornery and unpleasant. You don't trust yourself and waver when making decisions. So yeah, that is what I've been getting from these cards in general. Sometimes I like to check the book just to make see, I'm doing a great job, like, you know, giving confirmation for all my other fellow Leos that, yeah, not trusting yourself, right? That's what this is. Okay. Yeah, I think you think that's whatever this is actually might be too good to be true. I just want to see what the, So the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is about, it says, in light of recent events, you decided the best course of action is taking none at all. It seems you've lost the spring in your step, and your zest for life is lacking. You've ceased to care about things that are important. Even your appearance and finances have fallen short of previous standards. But it's also clarified by the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. You know what I mean? I don't know. I was getting more about being impatient. I don't really resonate with the meaning in this book here, to be honest, for that. But maybe you have kind of slacked off in maybe some department. But I don't see that though here, Leo. I really don't. Because you have the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands, which is a new love offer. Well, actually, maybe the situation is that you had a love interest or some, it's obviously talking about love. It's Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles at the end. Maybe who you were focused on and thought you wanted. Like that's, remember I was getting that too earlier? Like what you thought you wanted isn't really good for you. Remember the multifaceted? Huh. But it's saying even though you're you're kind of slacking here, that there's a new love coming. There's an Ace of Cups coming to you. The Four of Wands. Like that's good, right? Like that's what it's like. This is confusing. I'm about to go get my other little tarot deck, Leo. Like this is some stuff here. Obviously the challenge is to make a choice and drop the burdens that you're carrying, Maybe you have to make a choice. Maybe your partner or the love interest that you have points that out to you, right? And now you gotta make a choice. Like, oh damn, do I keep these bad habits or whatever, or do I drop the burden, right? It could be that as well. Or like, am I okay? You could be feeling like, are you okay with being kind of ridiculed in a sense like that? Maybe someone, okay, and then so the advice, Queen of Wands in reverse is gossip, hardened, cold, domineering. Yeah, and if it is a love thing, Leo, like, I think you had some high hopes for maybe, could be a Capricorn, or it could have Earth in their chart. Maybe you had some high hopes for this Capricorn or an air sign, who's actually really cold and distant, because that's also what that means in reverse. And I think it didn't go through. It fell through, and it could be because if Virgo could have gossiped about you, Sean, you might have, I don't know, because it's saying that it's really crushed your spirit, and that's what the Pentacles in reverse is, and this is your energy. It says, take heart, love will kneel at your throne again soon. Yeah, that is what this is. Okay, thank you, Queen of Wands in reverse, for the advice. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, it's saying don't worry about this person. If you get your heart crushed or something, Leo, do not sweat that. She's not. You know what I mean? Like, do not sweat that for 2 seconds, my friend, because something way better is coming. You're ending with the 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. Like, it's going to be okay. Yeah, because this is about, like, gossiping and things like that. Or feeling, like, crushed. In the love department, it's feeling, like, crushed and stuff like that. Or just feeling like that people aren't seeing the true you. Like, you're not being seen in your true Queen of Wands self, right? The Hermit in reverse says it's about being, like, edgy, cerebral, cold, withdrawn. So that, yeah, like, it crushed your spirits, Leo, and you went into this Four of Swords mode. And that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might be feeling like you're, it's really gonna kind of hit you hard. Whatever this Two of Swords, 10 of Wands situation happens, whatever this decision, because it's a 10 also. So it's basically you or someone else is making a decision. It's a 10, it's a completion. It's going to be dropping that burden, which is good, but it might crush your spirits, Leo. But it won't for long. It won't for long, because, like, you have the Ace of Cups and Four of Wands coming to you. This is like the little gem, I think, that Spirit is trying to show you, and not just that, it's either the gem that Spirit's trying to show you here real quick, or that's what you were hoping on. This is what you thought you were gonna get, but it didn't happen. But again, your outcome is amazing. So let's see what and then the blessings, we have 2 of oh, didn't I say something about the great teacher, right? Okay. So this is actually going to be a blessing for you guys. Remember how and I didn't want to say the word cocky about your future. Oh man, that's too funny. And that's literally what this is. The 2 of Wands is about it was about overconfidence, you know, kind of like you feel good, but don't rub it in, okay? Like, just be cool about it, Leo. And then yeah, remember I said being humble? Like, that will be helpful for you, to be humble. And to know that you can always improve, especially I think in the emotional realm, in your emotions here. Because the Queen of, it's, you know, the Queen of Cups in the reverse is definitely, I think that's what the blessing here is. Again, that tough love, remember I was feeling that, I was feeling that from your elders card. Like, it's like the tough love card from your spirit guides and elders. It's like, we love you, but don't be a D-I-C-K. I love doing readings for the collective Leo, because I know like we get each other, and I feel like we can laugh at each other in ways that, you know, I think, I don't know. I don't know if this is because I can relate or what it is. I can relate to a lot of signs, but I just feel really comfortable. This is the most comfortable I felt in a reading. You know, no surprise, right? But, yeah, I love you guys. I love all signs. But, you know, it's like, I feel like there's a special bond when you do a reading for your own sign. And any reader says that, you know. I've seen tons of readers that I watch, you know, a lot of them do mention that sometimes, you know, if they share what their signs are, which I think is cool to do that, you know. Yeah, so the Queen of Wands, Queen of, I keep saying Queen of Cups in the reverse is, you know, feeling unfaithful, feeling unhappy, dishonest, grudges, right? Yeah, so don't let that disappointment, Leo, make you say something you don't want to say, basically. Yeah. And I know that your heart's been broken so many times. Remember you got the Heart Guardian? My Leos. I love you guys. Oh my god. So the Queen of Cups is definitely the reflection card. Remember the reflection card, you guys, with the Mirror Guardian. It's funny, I was just talking about the Heart Guardian. So, Queen of Cups in reverse, the core meaning here, it says, you are lying to yourself and refuse to listen to your inner voice. Dude, what? Does this not say, listen to your inner voice? Holy cannolis. Emotional and or substance abuse clouds your judgment. You are unhappy with how your life has turned out and resent others who are happy. You hold grudges from past hurts. Self-sabotage is a major thing. You do things to thwart your joy and success. Dang, Leo. So watch out for those things. cropping up, grudges, like, you know, don't let, you know, don't let the actions of others get the best of you, Leo. But also be really honest with yourself at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, what I'm trying to say is, like, if you're getting hate by other people, like, freaking, you don't need that. You've had enough, right? But what you should do is just watch out for your tongue, you know, don't, like, just don't even speak. Just be like this hermit, right? Like, just don't even, just go into your hermit mode. That's the advice. Like, the blessing, I think, is that you're going to see this about yourself in some ways. You're going to realize some truths, some hard truths about yourself with these two cards here. But the outcome, though, man, like, look at this outcome. These are the two happiest cards in the deck. You can't get better than the Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. And, you know, if I don't know if this reading's going to resonate with all my Leos, because it's really kind of speaking about a big disappointment. I think it's in the love department. It can be something else, but, I mean, it could be the loss of a number of things, but the point is that at the end, when you do this reflection here, the advice, you know, you get honest with yourself and follow the voice within, you know, you stop lying to yourself and you listen to yourself deeply, like, really take some time. That will give you this as the outcome, possible outcome. But I think it's gonna take some effort from my Leos to get this outcome. You know what I mean? So, but my God, Leo, you know, what I'm really feeling is that you might get a heartful disappointment. You're gonna get shut down somehow, some way. I'm just gonna say it. But there's a new Ace of Cups coming. There's like a new love offer coming. Where was I think that was here. That was for this card here. Like, it won't get you down too long, you know. It could be an air sign. It could be an earth sign. We also have Virgo, but I'm feeling it's either air or an earth sign for my Leos. Or another fire sign. So please, my dear Leos, try not to let it get you down too long, because this outcome is like holy happiness. So I'm going to put everything back for now, because I want to just get one more card. I'm not going to read it in reverse. I just want to see so the advice was Two of Swords, Ten of Wands. I'm gonna pull a card for July about what my Leo needs to release. What action does Leo need to take? Okay, so what does Leo need to release in July? The Death card. The Death card and the Six of Pentacles. Release this. Wow. Release the transformation to get balance. Whoa. Clarify the Death card. Clarify the Death card. Look at that. Yeah. It's this Ten of Pentacles. I mean, Ten of Wands. Why did I say Ten of Pentacles? Look at the Hermit in reverse again on the bottom. I can't with you guys. Oh my god. I'm gonna look at the Hermit in reverse again. Because, like, this is just some stuff here. Okay. You have lost connection to your heart, your emotions, or your faith. This card often signals a depression so deep you can't see your way out. Feelings of withdrawal, reclusiveness, and being an outcast intensify loneliness and depression. And it says if it is love, a sign of rejection or failed relationships, feelings of bitterness and hatefulness toward the idea of love. Use this alone time to improve yourself for the sake of loving yourself. Yeah, and for career, it's, the reverse hermit, it usually represents some sort of unemployment or like a void, which a lot of us are going through. And for family, it says perhaps you've been outcasts from family or a support group. If you're a natural lone wolf, the isolation will serve you well. Otherwise, look within to find your unique brilliance. Dang, guys. The Death card is all about endings, transition, and like the only guarantee in life is change. Endings are inevitable. The trick is to lay yourself bare to lose. Doing so will make transitions easier and allow new opportunities to enter our lives. Well, yeah. In love, it talks about whether to stay or go in a relationship. There might be issues that are too big for you to handle. Remember that multifaceted card? Too big for you to handle. You're feeling burdened by this. And it's telling you to release it all. Like, just let it go. Give it to Source. Give it to God. Whatever. However you do that. Write it out. Just scream it into a pillow. I don't know. Because the Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. It's about equal give and take. Alright. What is the action besides letting go? Or how can Leo best take this action? Yep. Sort out the details. Do the work. Talk about it. 8 of Wands. 888 Leo. Holy hell, dude. Devil in reverse. What? I usually don't do this, but Devil in reverse. Trials and tribulations experienced in the past give you unique perspective and realizations. You now know that vulnerability and humility do not equate with weakness. Instead, these are vital keys for a healthy, balanced life. Didn't I talk about humility? So these cards here are about working out the detail, taking pride in your work and yourself, right? And 8 of Wands is passionate communication, like sincerity, kindness. It's answered prayers. It's good news. Could also be about receiving good news about a financial thing or your career choice here. Focus, creativity, industry satisfaction. If it is about love, then this means like stop beating your head against the wall. Like, you don't need to force feed an issue, you just need to, that's probably about this, letting that go, right? So, but mostly the 8 of Wands is taking pride and satisfaction from a job well done is a great thrill. That you experience high reward from mastering new skills rather than just hammering out a living. There is richness in your vocation because devotion and love for your craft are your top priority. And it's a new skill. It's honing your new craft and hammering out the details of your life. Interesting. I was going to the 8 of Wands and I stopped at the 10 real quick. Interesting. It's also, this card, it does talk about not being able to see, and he's obviously got a lot going on there. And a lot of readers read it as dropping the burdens, but this, yeah, it's about letting go of things that don't serve you. Life is about giving and receiving. Make sure you have a centered grasp on that concept. 8 of Wands. Life is full of parallels. For example, something a friend is experiencing 1,000 miles away might be similar to what you're going through. The universe sends you messages from all kinds of sources. These signs and similarities point to various directions you can take in life. Be observant and focused. Pay attention to cues that help you make decisions for your advancement. Yeah. A message direction. It's about seeing the signs. So obviously, you guys, we have 88. We have 88, we have, this is 10, 13, 14. So this is 13, 10, 6, 15. But this 88 here, I mean, if you guys see 88, we had 10 3 times, 10, 10, 10. Even like 66, if you see that, or the number 13. Because 15 breaks down to a 6. I don't know, Leo, something is really gonna be going down for you guys in July, but I'm really happy to see that the reading, the original spread, before I got really curious and confused at the same time, was ending in 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. I mean, that's amazing. So if that's the outcome of the end of July, then hey, I'm okay with that. I don't know about you guys. Definitely releasing whatever this devil and death energy has been for you guys. Getting balance, give and take. Going through a transformation for sure. Dropping things that don't serve you anymore, and you're learning how to give and take. And to take pride in what you do. Learning from your mistakes. Also realizing you're also gonna start to see all the like knowledge or information that you've gathered along the way, I'm hearing, and you're gonna like try to do something with that, and you can always learn more. There's also, this is about getting the details squared away in your craft. And watch for signs and synchronicities, Leo. You're going to get some good news in July. You're going to break free of this toxic energy. Someone else got that too. Cancer. Cancer was breaking free of the devil as well. Alright, Leo, I know that was crazy long. I'm definitely going to timestamp for you guys because, oh my god. But thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. As always, thank you for shining that bright, authentic star of yours. Many blessings.